Join the crew as a member of the Onyx Key for exclusive members-only messages, redirections, and content. We already have a bunch of videos live with some familiar topics as well as new questions, so I'll see you on the other side of the Onyx Key. Make sure you hit the join button to go deeper down this experience with me.
Hey family, happy Wednesday. So we're back with our Mercury Money Magic reading. I got stuff in the way, so don't mind the noise. We'll take care of it. I'm filming this at a time that is slightly inconvenient for me because the order that they're going, something about that Monday reading, it was like there was like half of y'all where it was like, listen, you need to prioritize your financial security, okay? Like the advice deck was not like, it was not happening. It was like, this is what you need to be doing, and it happened in half of those piles. I won't tell you which ones because I don't want to influence your selection, right? Because some of the piles were really, really positive when it came to love. Others were like, you need to be worried about over here, okay? All right, so what I do like is I feel like a lot of you selecting piles today are going to have a lot of joy and pleasure associated with work. When I was cleansing and preparing from the love deck, I kept getting a little playful vibe, which I don't know if I appreciate having it from the love deck for the career reading, but the word playful sounds like you guys are going to be playing, you're going to have fun. Maybe it's like those days at work where it's like not really work, where you get to socialize and have events and things like that. I even got friendships, so it just feels like a good time for everyone selecting piles today regarding what it is you need to know about work and career, right? Because these are timeless whenever you find them. They're not catered specifically to Wednesdays, even though we have that theme. It's just kind of like what you need to know right now in the near future. So what, like a week, a couple weeks out? Yeah, so let me get this reset. And then I'm going to go ahead and hold up the thumbnail so you can choose your piles, right? So remember your career and Monday. Ooh, career and money. I'm telling you, you know, y'all, if you came from that reading, Monday and your career is a thing because it came out in the Monday reading. So if you need news on Monday, if something needs to happen Monday, I'm just constantly channeling something about a Monday regarding you guys' career and financial security. So pay attention to your piles because that's a thing for those of you that watch the intros, okay? So anyway, let's see what's gonna happen. Pile number 1 is the Matcha Frappuccino. Pile number 2 is the lemon lime popsicle. Pile number 3 is the pistachio cream croissant. And then pile number 4 is the pistachio ice cream. I'll give you a moment to make your selection. And if you need more time, go ahead and pause the video. All right, pile number 1, my matcha frappuccino. Let's take a look at what you need to know right now regarding your career and your finances, your monies, so we can see what's going on. I'm going to get an overview. Okay. Courage. So something about being brave is a theme. Something about being active is a thing. Being courageous is going to lead to abundance. Like you being brave. I feel like I just read this maybe a week or two ago. There was one recent pile in this exact same series that I'm like, you be brave, you be courageous, and it's going to lead to abundance for you. Chrysanthemum is a secret admirer pile. I don't know if that's applicable in any way regarding like your love life or things like that, but you just need to be brave in your career so that you can see some abundance. So let me tell you more about what that means. Pile number 1, a matcha frappuccino. I actually do have other matcha frappuccinos on the channel and other readings, like other themed readings. Ooh, look at you. If you are worried that being a little bit forward or being brave in the workplace is going to be self-sabotage, you're like, no, that's too aggressive. The answer is absolutely not. Like, you need to be brave. We have an incoming reversal of 5 of Swords. Some of you may actually need to be more like dominant like that as a means to reverse some type of potential self-sabotage. So you all have varying experiences, right? Like if you're more timid and you're just afraid to be forward, you're like, I don't want to get in trouble, throw that off, or do too much. No, it's saying you're not going to self-sabotage by being brave. It's going to be abundant. If you know you've already done something and you need to recover, it's saying be proactive regarding whatever recovery where you feel like you've self-sabotaged in some way, okay? Because that'll be the only way to kind of reverse it and lead to abundance at this point. So tell me about today. I got King of Swords, which is somebody that's all about their business, that take it seriously. Like this is a day where you kind of need to show that you take work serious, okay? And half of that courage is going to do that, because I got the Nine of Swords, where we talk about things that are that you may be concerned about, things that other people in the workplace may be concerned about. You need to go ahead and attack that head on. If you can resolve those issues, abundance, okay? Like things that other people are stressed about, like they don't know how it's gonna go, because I got the Queen of Swords here. So someone is communicating, someone's very sharp, someone's very knowledgeable, someone's very serious and respected in a certain situation, and I'm trying to make sure that it's you. I think it's funny because I don't know why your reading came out hot like that, but I mean, go move. Let me see. Tell me more about this matcha frappuccino. Yeah, I mean, you need to be talking. I don't know who you need to be talking to. I don't know what you need to be communicating, but like, you know how in how the salespeople, when they're training, they talk about pain points. You need to press them. Okay, you need to push to lead to abundance, because there's some worries, there's some stress, there's something that hasn't been sabotaged, like hasn't gone completely wrong, even though there's a concern that it has or could be. And it seems like you have the answer. You just need to be brave enough to say it or do it. Okay, and I mentioned air energy, so swords are air. Kings are like swords are air. You have all swords. Okay, it's a lot of people talking. I got a king and a queen. So Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius on the table. So, and then I have this active energy of Yang. So get to talking, get to presenting, get to leading. You're that group. Okay, so what do I have here? Dang, I blazed through this pile. Let me grab this other deck. I'm gonna use this other deck since I'm like, y'all a 5-minute pile. I'm gonna get you one card from here before I get ready to wrap you up, because I only got 2 more decks. Yeah, okay. More air sign energy. This is the sign of partnership. So win-win outcome is forecast. If you do what I said to do, it's gonna benefit you and the other party. I'm trying to tell you, step out of your comfort zone. See? And then that's going to lead to more money, promotion, something you need to be doing. So tell me more about this matcha frappuccino. What they need to know about their career today. For my pile number 1, give me some themes. Then I'll grab you some tea leaves. Yeah, I'll take all 3 of these in the bottom 4. Somebody's not communicating right. Somebody is not courageous enough to say what needs to be said. Someone isn't confident enough to know what's going on. And it seems like you have the potential to be able to say it. Because there's something, they're saying to step out of your comfort zone regarding a lack of support. So you better speak up, especially if it's going to negatively impact your job. Okay. So I've got that. And I've got, when we talk about boundaries and support, that's a theme. We got the hero. You want to be the hero. That's you. You need to open your mouth. Don't be aggressive. No one's saying to be rude, right? Because the swords here are logical. They're analytical. There's no emotions in swords. Swords are common sense. Swords are the rational mind. It's like swords are not your feelings. Swords are not a personal attack. You see what I'm saying? Even in the 9 of Swords, where there's anguish and worry and concern, because that's the most closely associated with emotions on the table, it's more concerns about things going wrong. It's like, well, we need to fix this so that it doesn't become an issue, right? We need to move. A lot of movement card. So that's you. You need to say something. So what is this? And you're going to be very blessed once you create this situation of contentment, right? This is the blessing moon of contentment. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. It's either going to be you, somebody else, or nobody. So let me get you some more themes about right now in your career. Grab a couple from this. Okay, one. Yeah, the elephant in the room feels like a thing. Let me get two more. Okay, fine. We'll take this. A dog far away, a distant friend is thinking of you. So there may even be like a friend that like, or a co-worker that you used to have that was already trying to like, that wanted to say something about the thing, or that is supporting you in the work you're doing, whatever the thing is. Something happened in April or will happen in April. Okay. The elephant in the room is still a theme here, but it says a long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. You gain some experience that you need to share. You know something somebody else doesn't. And yeah, I mean, we have a frying pan of trouble and accusations. I mean, we can't control that if things aren't happening the way they should. You do got that rose of romance. Maybe that's just slipping in. I mean, if you do that at work, that's your prerogative, but we have a rose and some abundance here with the chrysanthemum. I have rose piles, I have chrysanthemum piles, and the secret admirer playlist. Okay, and I have an exciting event of the gong. If you do this right, that's going to set you up to be successful in your love life. I don't know how. I don't know if you're just going to be in a better place space, right? And I even have a ring. A marriage will take place, either romantic or business. So I think maybe the long-term stability of the situation you have that you're fixing to set yourself up for is going to set you up for love and romance and like a partner. Because everything is connected. I think it's hilarious that that came out in this pile. That it came out in one of the piles at all, actually. Considering that I'm doing this reading right this moment. Because I didn't want to forget and then switch it to something else, if I'm being honest. Because the Monday reading that I did had, was like, you prioritize financial security to some of y'all that selected a couple of the piles. So tell me more. And here they're like, yeah, you're going to be able to prioritize love in December specifically. So December, you're going to be happy and you'll be able to start prioritizing that nest you want, right? An emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. If you do what I'm saying to do, by December, next December, some form of December, you will be set up. Like the foundation will be laid for you to prioritize like connecting with a partner if you have one already, or like for you to pursue someone romantically and start building that nest. Because some of y'all are entering that era and I'm like, you need that abundance. You need to be brave enough to chase it. If you want to be stable enough for that, you need to go get it, right? That's what I'm trying to tell you. So I have at the bottom the goldfish of an increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. You're that gold orange pile. That's definitely you. Your sacral chakra is strong. Okay, you're entering an era of that where you're allowing yourself to receive the things you need to be receiving. I love it so much. Let me get you some more advice and wrap you up. Step into leadership. Banish a curse is definitely a thing. Okay. Some of you, I'm realizing this may be connected to the love messages because some of you may be stepping out of something romantic. That's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. That's life. Transitions happen. Lean into your career. There's some stuff you need to prioritize over there anyway, and that's going to set you up for your next connection, the one that's going to get you where you want to go with happiness. Look at you. Prioritize your happiness. All right. At the bottom, I've got healing energy. I think leaning into your career, especially if you have one that you're desperately passionate about, that's going to benefit you. That's going to help you heal. Okay. Especially when we talk about the letter H. Yeah, because I've got happiness 2 times and healing. So you lean into that, okay? So I'm going to close you out and move along to pile number 2. All right, pile number 2, my lemon lime popsicle. We're going to take a look at your career and finances right now, right? Immediate future. So I want to make it clear to those of you that are familiar with the channel, something about those spirit animal bird readings. If you're new, maybe that's just a call for you to go check that out. I kept seeing the vulture. If you're in alignment with that energy, if that's a theme that you see, that's something you align with naturally, we have vulture piles on the channel. But I wasn't quite ready to finish my shuffle yet. I wasn't quite finished cleansing that tea leaf deck. So I finished, and when I finally did that, it settled on the parrot, which is also one of those themes. So vulture and parrot, whatever calls you. Some of you, it might be both. Others of you, you just needed to hear me say one or the other to confirm that you were in your right place, right space. All right. So tell me what's going on. We got faith. Okay. All right, well, this is going to be an inspiring pile. It's going to inspire you because some of you may be lacking in faith today. Like, it's not the best day. It's not the day that you got the information you want. Maybe a testing of your faith. There's always two sides, right? Because that's the worst end of the spectrum. The lighter side is going to be something is going to happen that really supports you in faith. Right, so we're gonna see where we're going with it. We got strong. Regardless, you're a group that needs to be told, maintain your faith. Like, if it's just a rough day, don't worry about it. If it's just a rough season, things aren't going your way, maintain your faith. That's gonna be your strongest attribute right now. Your pilot needs to be connected spiritually, okay? And for everybody else that's not on the most difficult side of it, you're going to feel very strong and confident in your faith in the near future. You're going to be blessed in that way. It makes sense that the strength of faith is necessary for both the vulture and the parrot. Okay? You don't have to be both, but I could see how both of those energies align. I've been reading them for a while now. Okay? So let me pull from the tarot and get more clarity on what's going on today. Hangman just revealed itself, which is one of surrendering to the divine. So something about surrendering to the divine, controlling what you can and surrendering what you can't, in the worst way or the best way. But I got a judgment coming in. Let me see. Once the judgment comes, nothing is ever the same. When we talk about moving to calmer waters, when we talk about a journey, a quest to somewhere, we got the devil of control. When we talk about being controlled, being supported by a higher power, you got 2 cards from the major arcana and a message that everything is going to be fine. The devil, I mentioned, is control. Everybody's always afraid of that card, but it's a card of having it all together, right? It's a card that is ruled by the sign of Capricorn, which talks about our lessons. And it actually rules our 10th house, where our career, social status, and reputation sit. So you like to see the devil card in a reading where we're talking about you need to be testing of faith. You need to feel strong and in your faith. You kind of, I know for certain religions that may throw you off, but you need this guy here when we're talking about this, because this is your strength, this is your control of doing that. But I got a message coming in that lets you know that something is over, some conclusion has happened, and it feels like one of control. Now, obviously, the worst sense is going to be something where there's some ending that you don't have any control over. You're just going to have to maintain faith as you transition with the 8 of Cups. But there's a side of you where this is going to change your life. Like, this is news you need. This is going to strengthen your faith. Okay? So, let me see what's going on. I'm struggling, y'all, a little bit. I'm slightly dehydrated because I moved my water across the room. I'm going to pause and grab it in a second. But I also feel it more than normal because when you guys are going through it in your heart space, it does channel through when I'm reading. Okay? So let me see. Tell me more about my pile number 2, my lemon lime popsicle. We got a fire of confidence, optimism, passion, and bravery. Okay. That is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Okay. Got the sign of Virgo. Okay. And we've got mutable energy here. So the mutable fire sign is Sagittarius. And then I've also got the sign of Virgo twice as well. So those two signs are dominant. So Virgo, Sagittarius is dominant. I've also got a little bit of Aries, a little bit of Leo, Gemini, Pisces, and yeah, that's the other two. So yeah, we got some energy here. Some news, some messages that are gonna instill passion and faith in you. Like something about this closing of a cycle, right? Mutable signs close seasons, they end seasons. So this is something in the next few days, I'll even say up to the next few weeks, is going to close the cycle. Like judgment is final. Like nothing is ever the same again when you transition to something else. Okay, whether it is just you moving jobs, right? Whether it is you starting a new job, right? So let me pull more. Let me see what's going on with this deck for my lemon lime popsicle. Tell me about this news regarding. It makes sense because some of the transits, I don't have my calendar open, my astrology one. I was gonna look and just see the transits real time, but it doesn't matter. You guys are watching this in a timeless sense. What I like is the full moon talks about a conclusion, right? Once the moon is full, it starts waning back down, right? There's something that has reached fruition, for better or for worse, right? I'm gonna lead with the lighter side because I want to be encouraging, but I feel like the worst side would already know because it's not. This isn't a shock pile. This is it's a natural transition. So I actually could see people in this pile that are naturally going to retire because it's just time, right? I could see people stepping away from a role because they've been in it way too long. Like everything about this is it's supposed to close. It naturally needs to close with this mutable placement here. Okay. So yeah, the fulfillment is I've done all I can do here. It's time to do something else. Right? Even if it's bittersweet, like that's where we see endings. But full moon feels like manifestation of, if you're looking for a job, boom, right? If you're looking for a level up, boom, right? If you've been sitting doing something for too long and you've been active and trying to seek something else, I see where that transition is on the table. That's what I'm talking about. I've got the energy of play. I see the energy of boundaries. Okay. And I see the Taurus energy of the lover. Okay. Where you just done with this work stuff and you're retiring, or you're just done with this career path and you leaving it alone. I see the boundary for you to pursue something that's more passion based with play and the lover. I see the opportunity to do something to do that, or I see where circumstances put you in a position where you just got to take a leap of faith and do that because that may be the only option. No, we don't want this yet. Let me pull from these tea leaves. See, your parrot is here. And it says someone will gossip about all your secrets. So just look. Don't worry about the people that are gossiping. It's fine. Tell me more about pile 2, my lemon lime popsicle. Let's get a couple more. I'll take those. All right. Obstacles to overcome is on the table. And you will, because I see a goal-oriented person here with a target. Like, so there's something you hit the mark with. There's something you're going to hit the mark with. Okay? So I've got a dolphin, a financial gain, usually coming from something you already did, because it says past. So let me see here. And I see a wish that will not be granted here. Okay. Be aware of self-delusion with the dragon. All right. And I got a sphere, heartache over what you no longer have. Yeah, it feels like my group of people that are like leaving industries, leaving career paths, retiring, stepping away, being asked to step away, all of that. But I also see where you kind of have something else that you're working on where you're able to rely on that. Okay. So let me see. Tell me more about this lemon lime popsicle, please. There we go. Okay, I'll take that one. Doing something risky, taking a chance. The risky thing is actually going to benefit you, by the way. The risky thing is gonna be the most beneficial option for you. And some of you, I feel like it's where you kind of don't have the choice with the judgment, because the rooster talks about an arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. Right? And this elephant says a long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. Okay? We got a carrot of an opportunity or windfall. It's going to be the risky thing. That's the right thing. Okay? Get back to the basics with the quill. All right, well, let me get you some advice. Yeah, these birds are definitely a thing, because you got learn the truth with the owl. So that's your third bird that we have on the channel here. So you need, if you like the reading style that I have, if it resonates for you, then you're gonna need to go to those spirit animal bird readings. There's a playlist. Some of them are members exclusive, but most of them are not. So give me my advice for my pile number 2 incoming. This is what you need to make sure you start doing. Lean into your good fortune, prioritize your good fortune, and cut ties. There's something you need to cut ties with. There's a situation where the judgment, you just need to let it go, let it transition as it should. Okay, whatever that transition that needs to happen is, let it. And I don't know if some of you may need to for like physical reasons, because I just got the sharpest part of like that shoulder. For those of you that let me know, I don't know like your medical history. I don't know what you got going on, but cutting ties with something is going to lead to good fortune. Okay. And that's just basically the gist of it, because this is a broad generalization of the statement, I feel, because all of you have different things going on. Like I mentioned, some of you are retiring, some of you are being asked to retire, some of you are not fulfilled in an industry, leaving to another, some of you can't be in that industry, have to do something else. You get what I'm saying? So everybody's got a different story here, but I feel like the message itself is something else. And look, I'm already like cleaning you up, okay? So I'm gonna close you out and move along to pile number 3. All right, pile number 3, my pistachio cream croissant. Let's take a look at your career, your finances, money, and stuff for the near future. I want to take a look at like what next few days, next couple of weeks, as this is timeless, right? So tell me, pistachio cream croissant. Let's get an overview for this group. I forgot to mention, at the bottom of your tea leaf, you actually have the peacock. So if you picked, there's 2 piles so far that have references to those spirit animal bird readings. If you pick both, then I think maybe that should be where you go next, because it's just interesting that that came out in 2 different piles. So yeah, we got the truth here, and the Lily of Elegance, which that is a secret admirer reading. Something about purples and pinks. Let me just let you see. Right, you see those purples and pinks, like something about those shades is relevant. Could be company colors, things like that. But something about a truth is a very elegant, like there's some elegant truth. Okay, and I don't know if people are just gonna start like finally realizing who you are, or like understanding the truth about you and your elegance, but there's some truth regarding elegance at work. I even got the 2 of Cups, which is a real harmonious energy to get when we talk about connecting with other people. Like people may be finally seeing your truth, right? Like seeing you for who you actually are versus who they project onto you. I love it for you. Like I mentioned, you do have that peacock at the bottom of your tea leaves. So maybe, just maybe. Okay, we've got the Page of Pentacles. Everything, like you might hit people at once. Like you know what? People might be talking about how elegant you are at work because all of your cards drop down. You got the peacock, which is usually that loud, radiant, very elegant energy. So like something about it, like people are seeing you that way if that's what you hope for. With the Page of Pentacles, you're likely to get an offer, a promotion, or just some type of recognition at work just because people see you that way. And I don't know if it's like a heightened aura, any energy work you've been doing, just changes in your appearance, or if it's simply like just confidence. I don't know what it is, but it's different, and people will be talking about how you kind of were holding yourself back, and they're happy that you're moving, like that you're not holding back at all, because it looks like someone that went from holding themselves back to not holding back at all into this new opportunity, this new passion, this new situation. So good for you. We got an Empress here, which is elegance. Okay, I know that the peacock that everyone sees is traditionally male, but like Empress energy, peacock energy, similar vibes when we take gender out of it. Okay, you look good at work. Like you physically look good at work. You like, your energy is good at work. Your aura is good at work. I like it. Shout out to this pistachio cream croissant. Okay, I got Virgo energy here. Someone that, yeah, people admire the way that you're working. You seem like the type of person that's learning. You seem patient. You may have, Saturn is slow and delayed. So like I mentioned here, if you've had delays at work, people are excited that you figured it out. Like if it took you a while to develop or just figure it out, you're finally figuring it out. Good for you. Virgo energy here is attention to detail. It's being good at work. It's being organized. Right? Like, I don't know, you're doing good. You don't need to be told anything. You just need to know that you're doing good. I guess this is my let me boost your self-esteem pile. You're gonna be like 5 minutes long, watch. Unless your tea leaves come out all chaotic after this one. We'll see. Tell me more, give me a few. Yeah, people see you as a visionary. Like you just, like you're like a vision physically. You just look good. Like you're the pile where there are people at work that have crushes on you. Shout out to you. But like the things you do is just so forward thinking. You possibly went from behind to ahead, or you had setbacks, delays at work, or just in your career. And now you're like, some of you, yeah, I'm going to take this right off the top. You see how easy that came to me? Like if you're in the workplace, like let's say you've had this one job. It took you a while. You had some delays. You were holding yourself back. It took you a while to catch on. You were a late bloomer, but you finally caught on, and then boom, it's like transcendence with the Eight of Wands, and like you are ahead of everybody now. When we talk about people that may have been struggling a little bit, and like maybe you needed a new job, you're looking for a new job, like this offer's gonna hit, and like people at work are gonna be like, it took us so long to fill this position, or we thought it was gonna take a long time to fill this position. I don't even know how somebody like Pile 3 was even on the job market. We hit the jackpot with Pile 3. Like it feels like people are going to be like, Pile 3 knows way more than we thought they would for their development and all that. Yeah, because we got 2 air signs. I got Gemini and Aquarius. Lots of purple and blues. Like I know I mentioned pinks, but look at, you see what I'm saying? Like those shades matter. Okay. But I got Aquarius, I got Gemini, I got a visionary, I got twins. Some of y'all people are like, man, they as good as 2 people instead of just the one. They're the hero with Leo. Everybody loves you at work. I like that you came here to give me a nice pile so people don't think I'm negative all the time. Shout out to you. And we got release here. Yeah, like release feels like a sigh of relief. Like a sigh of relief where you don't really have to worry about much. You're like, yeah, nah, I'm just gonna let Pile 3 do their thing. Some of you might have dodged a little bit of a bullet, right? There's an underlying slight, I guess, shadow or negativity, but it's not. I mean, some of y'all were like on the brink of getting like let go, and you figured it out in time. Others of you, either you got let go or like some kind of way you end up on a job market, and the people that picked you up are like, I don't know who was crazy enough to release pile 3, because look at them. Okay, so give me some advice. I mean, not advice, give me some more. Okay, I'll take that. October, you're really gonna start seeing this. Those of you real time, okay? If not, something about October is gonna be like a little bit of a peak for you. Like you're gonna start really feeling this energy, okay? Because I got the boat, which says money or property through an inheritance, winning or windfall. You got a raise coming by October, okay? You're climbing the ladder towards success, quite literally. Look at you. I've got a candle. You will be shown the way, where you're going to be in a role that shows support. You're going to be supported. I've got a pail of time to get out of a situation. Okay, well, and teardrops, great personal sorrow. Now, who this is, where you come from with all of that. Some of you are going to leave a job because you have to. It's going to be sad, but it's going to be what's best for your career. Okay. Some of you, somebody's going to get let go because you're better at their job than them. That's unfortunate. I don't like to see that on my table, but I mean, I don't control life, right? So, but some of you, somebody by October is going to get let go because you're better at their job than them. I could see that. And be careful that you're not on the shadow side, right? You don't want to be on that shadow side. But anyway, let me see. Tell me more. I got 2 here. Okay, this is another month. We'll take it. Give me like, yeah, 2, 3, 4. And the bottom is a bridge. So something about a bridge, where a bridge is. Some of you may travel there, or you work near there. There you go. Successfully overcoming a problem. Okay, we're gonna take all of this because look, I mentioned so you got both money or property through inheritance, winning, windfall. We got a ladder of success, and now we got coins. Money will be coming to you. Look at all this money coming to you. Now I got a skull of hidden secrets can harm you. Some secrets are gonna come out at work. Somebody's gonna be sad and let go. It just is what it is. But you don't control that because you have this really abundant energy. I have a torch of spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. So where people aren't developing or being sneaky and getting over, that's where that's going to happen, especially something that may have come out in April. April has been a month that keeps recurring, okay? But don't back down from opposition. Show strength and fortitude, okay? Fight for your position, okay? Yeah, obstacles to overcome. And then I have a stork of news or birth of a new opportunity. Yeah, it looks like somebody really doesn't quite measure up, and so that's not your problem. I promise y'all, I don't talk like this in real life. I'm being unbiased as the reader. So like when I read your bios, I'm like, listen, if they can't handle it, that's on them. But I promise you I'm a lot more empathetic in real life than I sound, because I'm pulling these cards and trying to get the story without being all overly sympathetic. You know what I'm saying? So please don't judge me. Okay. You're going to be working on something, right? Yeah. Towards your destiny. As you start learning, developing, getting more creative, coming up with new concepts, new things to do, don't be sharing that with all of your coworkers. You see, I'm glad I led with what I just said, because I know I sound like, look, don't be friendly with your coworkers. I don't mean that. But there's something about this group. I want to say that to everybody. This group, something you're doing, something you're creating, something that's going to take you on your destiny. You need to keep your business to yourself right now. Like, I don't know what you figured out or what you're working on, but it's not for everybody to know until it's real. Okay? Because it's not real yet anyway. Because creativity is when we're conceptualizing. It's when we're working on things. So you just keep that business to yourself. Okay, it's gonna work out and it's gonna lead you to your destiny. But I don't know what's going on with that person in the background where it's just not working out for them. Okay, and then keep in mind where it resonates and how it resonates. Make sure you know where you fall in this pile, because I could be talking about you, because I did not lead with the shadow of this pile, because the lighter side was very bright. Okay, so just know what you've been doing at work and how you've been functioning around people. All right, so I'm gonna close you out and move along to pile number 4. All right, pile number 4, my pistachio ice cream. So we're gonna look and see what's going on with your career, your finances, and money in the near future, right? I say a few days, few weeks, depending on how often you watch the channel and things like that, because it's not exclusive to Wednesdays. That's just the theme. It is timeless whenever you find this. All right, let me just go ahead and say I'm so happy for this group. I was already cleansing, and I got themes of those of you, if you've been dealing with any masculine, or even to, like, because I got the man and then I got the older man back to back to back, so that could be relevant where that applies, whether it's you or people you're dealing with, confirmation for you. But I also got where you've been working, like doing temporary work, or if you've been doing part-time work and you're looking for like your full-time something, you're gonna get a job that's gonna be your next long-term full-time gig. It's coming in soon, and it's gonna pay really well. Okay, I'm even going to show you the bottom of the decks. Let me see what I got here. Look at this. First of all, tea leaves aren't always friendly, right? I got flowers of happiness. Okay, let me see. Hold on, I don't want to drop you. I got marriage. Okay, some of you, this is going to be the job you keep through marriage. If you're not married already, may save your marriage. I don't know y'all's situation, but I know finances is not to be played with, right? Like, the bottom here, we've got prosperity. Okay, this is our overview. So we got 6 of Wands, and this toggled from 6 of Wands of victory and success, and a 10 of Pentacles, which references that prosperity that you need to support a family. Listen, you are not to be played with. You got the corn moon of abundance. Okay, we got rejuvenated energy. Like, what's here? Venus is here. I didn't even know Venus was here. The planet that rules money, technically, beyond we talk about stability and actual assets. And you gotta banish a curse. So if you just been on hard times, it's just been a struggle, you have not been able to find your way, Onyx is making sure you know she is foreseeing some stability coming through for you that is gonna give you a little bit of ease, a little bit of grace. Okay, so let's get an overview for this pistachio ice cream. Let's talk about their career, their finances, their money. Let's get a bit of an overview. Listen, you're gonna be feeling some tranquility. Like, it's gonna feel like at peace. It's just gonna be able to take a breath, just sit down. Like, some of you just haven't been having the luxury to just sit down somewhere. You're gonna have that, especially if you've been patient. I feel like I've seen the yellow pantsy come out somewhere else. Could be this reading or a different one I filmed today, but that patience of the yellow pantsy, go there. That's a secret admirer reading. Maybe there's a message there for you in that yellow pantsy. But you're being encouraged to just be in tranquility and be patient, because the offer that's coming through is a really good one. Okay, and you're also being validated in whatever you're doing now, whether it's part-time, whether it is just temporary work, just to do something versus, I guess, nothing. Your patience and tranquility is exactly what you should be doing, and that's aligning you with blessings. Okay, so let me see. Tell me what else about their career. We got the Lovers. Boom. Look at you. Tell me more. 10 of Cups. I told you. Let me see. Let me get one more. The Empress. That's amazing energy when we talk about the career. And the 3 of Pentacles talks about collaborative environments and the support you need. This talks about the support you need to get the jobs. Okay, but it also talks about environments where you like being there because you work well off of the people, right? Y'all collaborate really well, right? Like, I like to call it the work 3 of Cups, right? 3 of Cups is when we're having fun with our friends, like the people we hang out with, because we want to Three of Pentacles is where we have to work with these people, but at least we all good at what we do. We all function well. We get along. You know, we can communicate well. We can joke a little bit. We have lunch. Like we, you know, we're not necessarily family, but we like each other a lot. This is a work environment that you like a lot. Okay. So let me see more. And I doubling down on the paying really well with the Empress, because that is Taurus energy. Okay. House 11 talks about really liking the people. We got more air energy. So the Lovers is Gemini. Now I got Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. And Aquarius does rule this 11th house. Now, so much networking, so much communicating. This feels like dealing with a lot of people. This feels like interacting with a lot of people in a way that you really enjoy. So if you're not a people person, I don't know what to tell you. This feels like a people person. Okay? Feels like a people person and enjoying it. Okay? So, and it feels like you really fit in the culture of where you're going. Because this doesn't feel like a pile of starting a business. This feels like a pile of you're going to have a job. Okay? And you're going to really like the other people at the job. You're going to really like your boss. If you're in leadership, your team's going to love you. So, tell me more. But also, it feels like I had a different pile like this. A pile where people really think highly of you and they think you look physically good. Where you got a lot of people that have crushes on you at work. You feel like that group as well. And I don't know what it is about. Something about a romantic partner is also on the table. Hold on. And I'm just trying to figure out what that got to do with career. Oh, I got you. If you need healing, if your partner needs healing, this job is going to allow you the support there, right? Maybe it's got really good benefits, or maybe it gives you enough free time to tend to yourself, your partner. Okay. But this feels like day to day, your work, your schedule, all of those things is really going to align with your partners. And if you single, I'm foreshadowing 1. And 2, I'm making it clear this is a career that's going to have a work-life balance where you're able to prioritize dating and you're going to find a connection much sooner than you think, just because the work-life balance is telling me you're going to have a partner. Like, I literally have marriage at the bottom of one of those. I thought it was just talking about the longevity of the career, which it is. But like it's saying, like, you're going to be able to, like, get married because of this job. I don't know what it is about it. We've got surrender. Okay. We'll get one more. This pistachio ice cream. Let's get one more. And the bottom, please. There we go. Incoming energy of strength. Yeah, this is okay. So you're going to be really good at it. You're going to really like all of the people. I mean, this feels like a dream job for anybody. Like, you're going to like all of the people. But for whatever reason, you got the word boundaries. So it's like you are going to have strong boundaries. Like something, must be one of those companies. And there are a lot of them. I see them all the time. This is a company that prioritizes the health and wellness of their employees. I've worked for some. Like, the benefits are like a dream. Okay? It pays really well. And the benefits really, like, there's a boundary. Like, when you're off, you're off. You're able to enjoy your family, your friends, your partner, do whatever you want to do. If anything, they encourage it. If anything, they like to see it. Like, it feels like those types of jobs where they show all of your extracurriculars, because, like, they want people to know when they're recruiting, like, hey, like, the people that work here have lives. Like, they got lives. These are all the things people will do when they're not here. You know what I'm saying? Like, it feels like one of those spaces. So, good for you. So, let me get these tea leaves. What else does this pistachio ice cream need to know? Tell me more about my pistachio ice cream, please. Let me grab that. I think I want like 1 to 2 more from this stack. All right, I'll take this one. The green one's calling me, as well as, I guess, those 3. Why not? The bottom, I've got a caterpillar. Things will not always be this way. A change is coming. For those of you that think, oh, this sounds so good. Onyx just a nice reader. She just tells us what we want to hear. If you think that, you don't know me. People get mad at me all the time. But I love it that you have great energy coming in, because again, things will not always be this way. A change is coming. If you needed that validation, confirmation, your south node is going to be something you're very naturally good at, comfortable with. Okay, let me see what's all this here. I've got the ring. So I don't know, some of y'all might meet your marriage partner through your network. House 11 is network. You might get married through somebody through this career, or this job is just going to allow you to network and just be out and living your life in a way where your routine just really aligns for getting married. Some of you, that may be a concern, and I'm realizing you're probably one of those piles from that reading. I guess you might have a pile in that Monday reading, because financial security came through 2 times, like in 2 different piles. So half the piles, right? So much so that it was like, yeah, you need to prioritize financial security. And I'm like, well, I don't want to put myself in a position to forget to do this reading. So by me doing that, like, let me hurry up and do it, because they clearly need another career finances reading. So you have a pile there. You're one of those groups that needed this, because a marriage will take place, either romantic or business. And I did mention that this is going to be a job you stay at for a while, because I mean, why wouldn't you? You're going to be so happy there, right? Okay, so let me see. Marriage is back. I've got a wreath, and it says sorrow over a loss. Okay, well, what's that all about? A candle of you will be shown the way. A bell of an announcement. We've got wealth. Great, love to see that. I've got romance celebration party of a fan, and I've got temporary problems. Listen, I told you, whatever you're worried about right now is temporary. Just like this job that you in, or the situation where you don't even have one of those. Okay. Someone's gonna be, okay, this is a messy pile. Look at you. Someone's gonna be really like feeling left out in the cold when the announcement, I guess, of this role, of like just you with the company, or just how good you seem to be doing with this company. Like, someone's gonna feel like they missed their chance with you romantically. Okay. And it's like gonna make them feel sad. I don't know why that's on my table, but there's someone that feels like, oh, I should have stuck it out with pile number 4. And like they feel like they missed out because you're doing good. You did not miss out, because anyone that's thinking like, oh, you know, pile 4 is doing good career wise, I shouldn't have left them alone. That's not the right energy we want around you. Okay. Let me see. Tell me more about pile 4 and their career, what you need to know. All this money is coming in. Any worries are temporary. People like you. You got a lot of options romantically. Look at you. You get more. Okay, that's a lot of the stack. Why not? We got a tortoise, slowly but surely getting ahead, whether you feel like it or not. There's a fair man. If you see another man here, it says dealings or relationship with a man with blonde, gray, or white hair. Some of you, maybe that's the man. I don't know. Because I'll have a dominantly feminine audience, and I have the Empress here. Some of you, maybe this is the person that's like, I shouldn't have left, you know, pile 4 alone. Unsuccessful outcome to a problem. Yeah, he feels like there's a burning bridge. There's somebody here that feels like they burned a bridge with you. Okay, I've got a lighthearted, carefree time if someone didn't take you seriously. Scales talks about keeping your life in balance. And we got a table of hard work ahead. So you're not worried about any of that, because you working hard, you building. A meeting with a stranger could be important. So yeah, you got an interview coming in. I don't know that I don't know if the job is going to be through your actual network so much as it's going to expand your network. So this actually feels like a pile where you're going to get a job, and it's not going to be through your friends. It's not going to be somewhere where you already knew people. It's not going to be an industry you came from. It's going to be brand new from scratch. And that's probably where all this happiness comes from, because it's all new people. You know what I'm saying? Not saying the old people couldn't be like that, but just something about it seems surprising. Like I needed to tell you, you're going to like all the people and things like that, because it's not the people you're used to, right? That you're familiar with. Yeah. It's a great pile though. I love it for you. Let me go ahead, banish that curse, especially if it's that person on the table that came through 3 times. Okay, because it came through 3 times. You didn't see it the first 2. You saw it the last one. I actually did not realize that the tea leaves had like 4 men, right? Because there's the fair man, there's the dark man, there's old man, there's just man. I didn't realize all that was in there. But that's how you know they all came out. The fact that my awareness is on there, right? But you just prioritize your elixir of life. Look at you. Not only there's a channeled collective message. That's you. I love it for you. And there's a pile. You know, if you're not a channel member, I don't know how you're gonna find it. You're probably gonna accidentally pick it because it's your energy. Where I'm talking about auras and things like that, it would have already come out. I don't remember. But there's a group that's referred to as that elixir of life. Okay. And Luna talks about that esoteric, emotional, lunar energy. So you know what? You are one of those piles from that Monday reading that came this Monday, before this Wednesday today. Right? Go to the Monday reading. Something about the elixir of life. Energy. One of those piles is your love pile. Because you got that all over my table. All right. So thank you for supporting the channel. I'm going to close you out now. Congratulations in advance.